What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the video, and today I have a treat for you guys, but more so for me because I get to drive it today. This is Jonathan. This is a 2013 Roush Stage 3 Mustang, so this should be a fun one. Before we get too far into this video, let's make sure everybody's awake. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright guys, like I said, this is a 2013 Roush Stage 3 Mustang, and dude, so what made you get this car?
So I always wanted a Roush. Okay, so you always wanted a Roush? Since I was a kid, I've always liked Roush cars, especially, well, Mustangs in general. And I had a GT, a 2014 GT, okay, and I was gonna Roush supercharge it, and then right when I was about to start doing that, I saw this car. Okay. So for a, it's upside down was still gonna be cheaper than on the trade-in,
full supercharger kit for
paying for installation parts, all that stuff. So I went ahead and just got this one.
It's a no-brainer. So for those of you guys that don't know, Roush is kind of like an in-house tuning company through Ford. They're a way to get more power, get some exterior modifications, things like that, some suspension work, exhaust work, and then the big thing being, as of late, superchargers with a warranty, without just kind of totally being screwed on a warranty if something were to go wrong. So if I remember right, they make a Roush Stage 1, 2, and 3 package. 1 and 2 are just some kind of graphic stuff, some exhaust stuff. Yeah. Stage 3 is the one you actually get the TVS supercharger on top. Yeah. So the TVS supercharger, this car should make around, I guess, stock 560 horsepower, somewhere around there. To the crank. 565 crank. And yours has been tweaked and fiddled with a little bit. So you said right around 600 or so to the wheel? To the wheel. That'll just about do it. I still maintain that, one, the 13-14 generation Coyotes are the best sounding Coyotes in the world. And then for some reason, well, maybe I'm just a sucker for Roush mufflers because I had Roushes on my car too. But just Roushes just seem to make the best, just angry, pissed off noise. It's so awesome. Well,
if you look through a Roush muffler, it's pretty much like a straight pipe. Right. But these Roush square tips have a split in there, so I think that makes it a little bit different.
Gotcha, just to give it a little bit of a different tone.
GT puts, the guys with the GTs, they put the same.
Right, just that regular round tip on there.
So it sounds a little bit different than with this split one.
So apart from, I guess what's all done to this thing? So I know it's not completely stock from just a regular way a Roush comes.
It has shocks and springs, Roush or Ford Racing, and then the front sway bar, and that's of course the supercharger, 47-pound injectors, boost to pump. I think that's it.
That's perfect, man. Yeah. And the cool part about these, especially these 13 Mustangs, one, they're all getting really cheap. I mean, first gen and second gen Coyotes are starting to get really, really inexpensive. And y'all know about you, but 2013 doesn't sound like it was that long ago to me, but that's 6 years ago. Yeah. I mean, and to be fair, this car, for 6 years old, this car is aging really, really well. The interior is not falling to bits yet. I know Mustangs that old are really kind of known for not being the best quality, and I think one, in 2011, 2010, when they kind of changed the body style up a little bit, everything about the Mustang kind of got a lot better. And like I said, for being a 6-year-old car, that's the cool part about these Roush Mustangs, the Shelby GT500s of this time, is they're kind of the best perfect all-around car. If you want to make it into a quarter-mile car, you can. If you want to make it into an autocross car, you can. If you want to make it into just a nice, fun car show weekend car, you can. You can put the kids in the back, you can put groceries in it, and you can, go balls to the wall crazy too if you want to. It really, that's the best part about Mustangs, right? Is you can really do anything you want with it. Whatever you need for it, that's what the Mustang can do. I forgot how big the steering wheels are in S197. I don't know the last time you drove an S550, but the steering wheel is so much smaller. I didn't realize it until I got back in an S197 after owning my car for a couple years, and I was like, dang, this is a big old steering wheel on these cars.
Sure. And it doesn't have as much as the grip on the... It seems like it's bigger, but less...
Yeah, there's not as many curves to it. It's more of just a circular wheel, which is fine. Like I said, it's very old school and very kind of classically correct. That's why I said, I think as far as, you know, classical notions to the throwbacks to the old cars, I kind of think these are kind of the best examples of it. Love the black, and maybe it's because I'm addicted to monsters, but I love the black and green color combo. Did it come like that, or did you switch it out for the green graphics?
It came like that. That was another reason why I got it, because I've never seen a black and green Roush.
No, I see a lot of red cars, I see a lot of white cars, but I don't really see a lot of black cars, especially with a green accent. Like I saw a couple of black cars with a white accent, but no, the green is a good look. Like I said, it might be partly because of my addiction. And
monsters.
Well, and that is the scary part with you know, these cars. I mean, you said you got a really good deal on this car. I mean, it's not hard to to pick up a Mustang with a lot of horsepower, and if you're new to driving, you're not a very good driver, so I can see how it'd be really easy to put a car in the wall. These cars are just such good value for money.
Very nice area right here.
Yeah, that's why I do everything back here. It's super nice back here. Big houses, nobody really gives me a whole lot of issue for me back here, especially if I take a nicer car back here. Nobody here. That's what it looks at me funny. Like, I've only gotten kicked out one time. I was doing some flyby stuff, and this lady comes running out in the rain, but she's like, "Do you live back here?" I'm like, "No, ma'am." She's like, "Well, you need to get out of here. We pay here. I have a kid. She's trying to take a nap right now. You need to get out. I'm gonna call the cops." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna leave right now."
No cop, please.
You know, one thing I forgot is just how comfortable these S197s are. Especially now, I know I'll get criticized for this. You don't have the leather seat option, which I'm super happy about, because I hate leather seats. Like I said, maybe it's just because I'm kind of a fat kid, but just leather's always been uncomfortable for me, and these cloth seats are comfy, but they still hold you in plenty.
And then when you clean them, you slide around in them.
Right.
These, you plan it better.
Right.
And then in the winter and the summer, depending on what it is, in the summer they get too hot, and in the winter they get too cold.
Right. Whereas cloth thing is kind of right. Doesn't get too hot when the sun's out,
and they adapt quicker than.
Right. Yeah. As soon as you sit in them for a couple minutes. And there's just so much room in an S197 too. I mean, the S550s have plenty of room in them too, but I just feel like you're driving such a big car, and it's a really great. I mean, I know that they call it GT, but it really is a great grand touring car, especially when you throw a supercharger on it. It just gives it that little bit of extra oomph that it needs. I think Matt Ferris said it best. He said that 500 horsepower around there is kind of the sweet spot for Mustangs. Too much less and it's a boring car. Too much more and it's kind of undrivable. So I mean, you being in that 500 to 600 horsepower range, I think it's kind of in that sweet spot of really just a perfect driving car. The subtle whine you get from the supercharger, just when you're driving slowly, it's just a small reminder. It's like, hey, I'm here and I'm ready if you want to go really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I hadn't put the open cold air intake on it because of heat issues. It already has heat issues.
Okay.
So I haven't done that because it does better with the closed stock intake on it.
That's what everyone's always said. Yeah. Just stock intakes do just as well, if not better, than some of these aftermarket intakes. How's your experience been with the MT82? Because I know it's different for everybody. In my S197 and in my S550, my MT82 is fine, but I've heard some people having horror stories about it. So how's yours kind of held up over the years?
Okay, so it's doing good for me. I guess I'm just used to this MT82.
Right.
I haven't changed the fluid.
Okay.
They've told me you should change the fluid, do a AMSOIL cocktail in there or something. I haven't done that, but I want to. Just haven't done it. And I knew about the MT82 before I got this car because the GT had the 6R80 in it, the automatic 6R80.
Gotcha.
So that was the only thing kind of holding me back, but I still wanted a Roush car. And so I babied it until I got comfortable. And then now I know how to drive it.
Gotcha.
Now I know how to take care of it.
Let's see what third will do. How fast that was, but it was
You felt it come up?
This thing will boogie, man. You're right, it still wants to break loose in third though.
But you can imagine how second is.
Oh, I'm sure first and second are just completely useless in this car.
If you want, I could take you for a little spin.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We're gonna swap. I'll let you drive this thing the way it's meant to be driven, and then we'll put this thing to bed. So hang on a second, we'll switch sides. Since I'm over here, when did you get Mr. Roush to sign it?
It was signed before I got it.
Oh, was it? Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, so the silver one is him,
and the black one is the one that came on the car. All right, sir. everything just came out of my pockets. So I feel like that's enough horsepower. Dang, it sounds good on the downshifts too. Not doing this car justice. Alright guys, so that'll just about do it for this video. Jonathan, dude, seriously, thank you so much for letting me drive your car. I'm gonna go ahead and put his Instagram in the comments below. If you guys want to go ahead and give him a follow. What is it? Avocado Roush?
Avocado_Roush.
Avocado_Roush. Y'all go give him a follow. He takes some awesome pictures of this car. And again, thank you, sir, for letting me drive your car. And I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.